Salam everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rabbi and welcome to another Ramadan with Rabs video. Today we're creating an Eid-inspired look with the Taurus sign in mind because I am a Taurus. Today actually is my birthday, May 3rd, so I really wanted to create this look for you guys. If you do enjoy it, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, and let's just get started. So we're first starting off with eyes. I'm going into my Dose of Colors Desi x Katy palette and starting off with the shade Necessary just to map out my eye shape. You can go in with any palette, but you know, as Tauruses are stubborn and I needed to use my favorite palette of all time in this look, so that's why I'm using this palette. And next, to kind of map out a little bit more of my look, I'm going in with the shade Chudo, which is just a deeper brown, so you can use any two shades you want to do this. And I'm just creating a shape with my eyes, kind of bringing out the more almondy shape to my eyes. And now I'm just cutting my crease using the Huda Beauty concealer in the shade Graham Cracker, and it's kind of a slight cut crease because this is more so not for the structure of it, but just to bring the vibrancy in the shadows I'm going to place on top of it. So you're actually going to see I'm going to go in back with that brush that I applied Chudo with and blend out the edges just to make sure that they aren't very harsh. Now I'm going into the Colourpop x KathleenLights So Jaded palette, and I'm starting off with this shade Tiger Eye and applying that to the outer third of my eye. You might see this color kind of disappear in the look, but it was really necessary in kind of grounding my lid shade, and I love how like earthy khaki green shade this is. And now I'm going into Smoky Quartz. I use this in my challenge video where I picked my makeup with my eyes closed, and I fell in love with this shade. That's actually why I'm using this palette today, because I just wanted to use this one shade, and I'm putting that in my inner corner, kind of bringing it up towards that cut crease. Now I'm going in with the shade Emerald and blending that into the little opening between Tiger Eye and Smoky Quartz. Emerald is actually my birthstone because I was born in May, so I had to incorporate it, and I'm kind of blending it very like a lot of it into that Tiger Eye shade because I wanted that green to be the standout star. And now I'm going in with the shade Jasper, and you can go in with any deep brown and deepening up my outer crease and just bringing some definition there. And I thought that the look needed a little bit more green, so I went in with the shade Jade and kind of fluffed it really close to my eye. You don't have to go in with this step, but I just wanted to. Next, to prime, I'm going in with the Elemis Superfood Cica Calm Hydration Juice. This is really nice hydrating, and it also kind of is tacky. And then to tackle my oily skin, I'm going in with the Bite Beauty Change Maker Skin Optimizing Primer and applying that where I get oily. I'm actually going to be doing concealer first with this look because the concealer is going to be heavy, but I want it underneath of my foundation. And I'm going in with the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in the shade Graham Cracker, and I'm applying it with the brush because this is a really full coverage heavy duty concealer, so I don't ever want to apply that directly onto my skin. So I'm going to conceal under my eyes, around the redness of my nose. I'm also going to highlight down the center of my face with this and just conceal any spots that I might have because the foundation I'm going to be going in with isn't too full coverage, so I kind of want to highlight and conceal underneath of that. I always say that wait a second to blend out your concealer, but I wouldn't suggest that with this one just because it is so full coverage and it dries up pretty fast. So after I applied it, I'm just going in with my beauty blender and just pushing that all into the skin. I'm not trying to move the product around too much. I just want it to kind of be pushed in where I applied it. The only place I'm not going to blend it out is on the center of my nose because I kind of want that to get a little bit more drier just to bring the definition. And now I'm going in with my NARS Tinted Glow Booster in the shade Medium Cemos, and I'm applying that onto the high points of my skin. I want this look to be glowy. I want to look healthy, hydrated again, so I'm applying it pretty liberally and kind of messily, just again because we're going to be going over with foundation, and I just want this to have like a little glow underneath. And I'm going in with my beauty blender and just blending all of that in. Sorry about the lighting here, guys. Like, I wanted to show you guys a different part of my house. This is actually where we house all of our records, so I wanted to film here, so I guess the lighting kind of became a little orange, but this is actually really true to my skin tone. And now I'm going in with my Pat McGrath foundation, and I use the shade Medium 17. I use the same shade in the concealer, and I'm just applying that pretty like lightly onto my skin. I blended it mostly into my hand and then I blended it onto my skin, and I'm gonna go over the entirety of my skin. So you see how I said that concealer is pretty heavy, but with this foundation on top, you see how it kind of meshes into the skin a little bit more seamlessly. Now I'm gonna go in and do a pretty heavy contour, and I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury contour one in the shade medium deep. I'm going around my forehead to make it look a little smaller, my contour lines. I'm gonna do my nose, underneath of my lips to make it look a little bit more pouty, and then I am going to contour the crap out of my jawline to make it appear like I actually have one. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I know that it looks like a lot, I mean it is a lot of product, but the Charlotte Tilbury product is so easy to blend out and it meshes into your skin pretty seamlessly. So again, I'm going in with the brush, and I always blend up a contour. I don't ever blend like in circular motions. And then around my temple, I always try to blend it into my hairline. My hair was a mess right here. I actually blow dried it. I know it doesn't look like it, but yeah, so I'm blending that. I'm blending the contour, and when I blend the contour, I always try to bring it up into my eyes. Now I'm going in with this MAC contour palette. I'm going to go in with the shade Cream and Accentuate to set down my under eyes first. I'm actually going to go bake, but before I bake, I do actually like to just put down a pressed powder, because I feel like that's what does the best in terms of like preventing creasing. Now I'm going in with the shade Bone Beige and kind of giving myself an all over bronze with this. So basically kind of more diffused setting of all of that contour. But I am going to be going into the next shade, which is called Sculpt. I actually meant to go in with Taupe, but I didn't know. So I went in with the shape Sculpt to contour my nose a little bit more. And I'm also going to be contouring down my cheekbones a little closer to my lip to give myself that more snatched look. So this is more like a precise contour. Now, because of all of that contouring, I want to make sure that everything looks a little diffuse. I'm going with my Laura Mercier Candle Glow Powder in the shade 4.5 and blending that all around my face just to make sure everything seamlessly blends in to one another. I'm going with my Fenty Banana Powder, and I'm going to do a quick bake with this. I'm baking only underneath of my eyes to make sure that eyeshadow looks sharp, and also underneath of my contour. I really wanted to look super contoured and structured today, so that's why I'm doing this step. While I bake, I want to work on my lips. So first I'm going in with the Mahogany lip liner and liberally lining my lips. I kind of overlined a little bit, but not too much, but I basically kind of filled in my lips too. And now I'm going in with Spice Lip Liner by MAC as well, and kind of just blending out those edges of Mahogany. And in the center, I'm going in with Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, which is the lightest, and I'm going to pat that in with my finger to give my lips like a naturally fuller look and a more pouty effect. And yeah, I really love this effect. As soon as I did my lips, I'm going to go ahead and dust off that bake. I don't really like to bake for too long because I feel like it looks super powdery. I mean, I feel like I look a little powdery here already, but you know, a little bit. And then now I'm going to go in with the Sigma blush palette. I'm going in with the shade Spiced mostly and mixing in a little bit of that Cora de Rosa to give it a little bit of pink, but I wanted to keep it really, again, earthy, so Spiced was a nice brown cinnamon color. Now going in with my favorite highlight of all time, the Makeup Forever Pro Fusion in the shade 2. I love this. It's like so gleaming and like it just looks really healthy, and I feel like it kind of just glistens. Now I'm going to work on my under eyes, and really quick it's just going in with those two shades I used from the Friendcation palette. So first I went in with Chudo, blended that out with a little bit of Necessary, and that was it. And then I went in with Smoky Quartz from the So Jaded palette and just brought that highlight down to my lower lash line. I'm not going to go in with liner or falsies because I just feel like, again, Tauruses were a little bit low key. I don't really like that whole extraness, even though I like structured the crap out of my face, but you know, I didn't want to do that. Now I'm just misting my face liberally with that all-nighter just to get rid of that powdery effect. I put down my hair, put on some earrings and jewelry, and now I'm going in with the Pretty Vulgar mascara. This is the trick I want to say. So I do horizontally kind of quit my lashes, and then on my outer corners I vertically point the brush up. I feel like it gives the effect of falsies. And that, you guys, completes this look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. This was so much fun for me to create. If you guys do enjoy it, please again consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. Bye.